Hey Bronwyn, Beaver Stadium was already set up for its first weekend of outdoor hockey when the storm hit. Crews had to switch from making ice to getting snow and ice out.
But that same catch that I just made, he couldn't complete it from his quarterback, Samaj Beals.
The Red Raiders avenged last season's 55-7 crushing at the hands of Bald Eagle and will drive the Curtin Trophy 5.5 miles back to Bellefonte. After years of operating, virtually a nonprofit supporting single fathers opened its first office space in downtown State College. Tonight, the Blue Devils traveled just 8 miles to Veterans Memorial Field to take on the Golden Eagles in the 85th Backyard Brawl. Bellwood Antis, they would start off with a kickoff. They kick it off to Tyrone to begin this exciting matchup. Disaster strikes, though, as the Golden Eagles, while the ball pops out, it gets recovered by Jeffrey Waite of the Blue Devils deep in Tyrone territory. The Blue Devils would capitalize off of the turnover, as you can see right here in a moment. They capitalized off it as Alex McCartney would push his way through the defense to score 6. Look at that touchdown right there, just rumbling his way through, power rushing from him. Late in the first quarter, Chase Plummer anticipates a Tyrone pass, and he picks it off. He's going to take it all the way to the house. Blue Devils up 14-0.
Last year, Roman Catholic was forced to watch as Bishop McDevitt won the state championship by making an overtime field goal. Head coach Rick Preet said that the loss was a needed lesson for the Cahalites.
We felt like we didn't play our cleanest game last year, and we wanted the opportunity to come in and play a clean game tonight, and we were able to do that.
Roman Catholic avenged last season's loss by scoring 28 points and holding McDevitt scoreless until the final minutes of the game. The 28-6 win gave the Cahalites their first state championship in school history.
Last year, I just lost it. Like, I put the blame on myself for that game. I lost it. I told everybody I'm going to get it back.
A year ago, Ian Stead had a chance to win the state championship in the fourth quarter for Roman Catholic. But that same catch that I just made, he couldn't complete it from his quarterback, Samaj Beals. Beals said that the two of them worked on this exact play over 1,000 times in the summer and in the season leading up to this game, just so that they could get it right when it mattered most.
We just been practicing. We've been building that bond on and off the field.
Beals instead connected 9 times for 102 yards and a touchdown. The game caps off a historic high school career for Beals. He holds Philadelphia city records for passing yards and passing touchdowns.
At the end of the day, it's how you want to be remembered. And he shook his head and he said he understood the assignment. The rest is history.
For After the Whistle, I'm Owen Cameros.
Hey Bronwyn, Beaver Stadium was already set up for its first weekend of outdoor hockey when the storm hit. Crews had to switch from making ice to getting snow and ice out. Penn State students joined in the effort this week to help shovel a foot of snow from the stands in exchange for free tickets to tomorrow's game, as well as food and drink vouchers. The ice was skate ready during Wednesday's public skating session and yesterday's high school hockey game between State High and Altoona. There are actually 5 total hockey games here as part of Penn State's Winter Sports Weekend. They include the women's hockey team playing in less than an hour from now and the Penn State-Michigan State game tomorrow afternoon. We were told that more than 65,000 tickets have been sold for tomorrow afternoon's game. It should be a great scene inside Beaver Stadium. Live from campus, I'm Owen Cameros. Back to you guys.
Now we're going to check back in with Owen Cameros live at Beaver Stadium, and he is looking a little cold. Owen, what's the latest?
Hey Brooke, yeah, I'm out here with 9 of my 10 fingers but a smile on my face. The Penn State women's hockey team is currently warming up in the stadium behind me, but they're without 3 of their stars. Tessa Janicki, Nicole Hall, Matilde Fantine, all 3 of them are away in Italy with the Winter Olympics, so they will not be playing today. Back to you, Brooke. Howdy, y'all. Penn State. Well, the storm yesterday that ravaged most of State College did relatively little to Medler Field at LeBron Park. A few wall panels were knocked down, but most of the field was left untouched. That means there will be baseball today. Now let's turn to that game. Penn State baseball plays against the Rider Broncs. The Broncs are led by one of the best offensive players in the country in Joe Tiroli. Tiroli has an on-base percentage of .511 and is slugging over 800. He's 7th in the nation in slugging. Penn State baseball, their pitching staff is going to need to do a good job slowing down his offensive prowess. And that pitching staff struggled in their 3-game loss to UCLA, in which they did not give up, in which they allowed over 6 runs in each of the games. Can Penn State stop Joe Ciroli? Well, if you have a TV and have power, you should tune in and find out. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Football is finished and winter sports are in full swing. I'm Kennedy Rivers. Welcome back to After the Whistle.
We'll bring you all the action from Center County and District 6 basketball, hockey, wrestling, and Penn State sports, and more. I'm Esteban Marenko. And what better way to start off the first show than with the 13-0 Bishop Guilford girls basketball team as they host Clearfield.
The Penn State men's hockey team advanced to the Frozen Four for the first time in history after beating UConn in overtime. Brooke and Andrew Matz were both at the game. Brooke, you were a fan for the game. What was the Roar Zone experience like?
The Roar Zone experience was absolutely unbelievable. I enjoyed a couple Dippin' Dots myself, but there is nothing like watching your school go to the Frozen Four for the first time in an overtime thriller.
And Andrew, you were able to cover all the interviews, the practices, and then the game. What was that experience?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great experience. Like you said, the atmosphere was great. Brooke, you experienced it in the Roar Zone, and Penn State, they got the result that they were looking for. Let's take a look.